What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Today I am super excited because we're gonna be testing out a brand new drugstore foundation. You guys know I'm a foundation junkie, so whenever new affordable foundations come out, I always like to hop on them and grab them and test them out for you guys. So today we're gonna be testing out the new Maybelline Stick Foundation. That's not the actual name of the foundation, that's just what I call it, but the actual name is the Maybelline Superstay Multi-Use Foundation Stick. So this is what it looks like. This is brand new from Maybelline. I found mine at Walmart and I paid just under $10. It was like $9.98. And it says it is a cream to matte formula and that it is full coverage. So that sounds pretty good to me. So we're gonna put this foundation to the test today. Before we get started, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you have not already and hit that little bell next to the subscribe button so you can be notified of all of my future uploads. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so let me get my hair back and out of my face. Oh, wow, I'm really like channeling McDonald's vibes with these yellow hair clips with my red sweatshirt. Cute. Everybody loves a Happy Meal. All right, so before we jump into the foundation, I am gonna prime the skin. I'm gonna go in with the CoverGirl Pore Minimizing Primer, just so we can get the skin all prepped. I really have been liking this primer. All the new ones from CoverGirl I think are really nice. Alrighty, so like I said, mine was just under $10. It does have a little blender on it, so let's actually get this packaging off so I can show you guys. It always has all this plasticky stuff on it. Okay, so the one side is the, oh, wow. I expected there to be so much more product. That's so weird. Is that, I don't know. Is that weird? I feel like that is not a lot of product. Huh, okay, so there's the product. And then on this side is like a little, oh, sorry, that was my middle finger. I always use my middle finger in my videos, but on this side there is like a little blender. They call it a precision blender. Honestly, I'm probably gonna hate this. I will try it for those of you that may be interested in it, but I do have my beauty blender on hand here because I already probably know that I'm not gonna like this. I feel like that to me is kind of crazy, but it is, I guess, thick. I don't know. Let's look and see how many like ounces. Okay, so this is 0.25 ounces of product. So I grabbed, for reference, the NARS Stick Foundation. This is the Velvet Matte Stick Foundation. Same concept. It has a blender on one side, product on the other. And this one is 0.31 ounces. So this is, yeah, definitely more product, and I have already used this. Obviously, price-wise, this foundation is a lot more. You could buy multiple of these foundations for one of these. But yeah, that's just not, it's not that much product. But you know, if it's good and it really is that full coverage, then you won't have to use a lot of it. So a little bit of it should be able to go a long way. So we will see. Alrighty, so I have mine in the shade, I don't think I told you guys that yet, 130 Buff Beige. So hopefully it matches. I'm just gonna go, ooh, okay. It feels really creamy on the skin, which is nice. It glides nicely, because a lot of times I don't love stick foundations because I find them to be a bit drying, but this one doesn't seem drying. Like, it glides nice on my skin and seems like silky. All right, that's all I'm gonna use for right now. I guess I'll go in with this thing and try and like blend the product out on this side. It's awkward because now I'm getting like the product on my hand because this is open, so I'm gonna cover this side when I use the little blender so that I'm not getting it all over my hand. I mean, this blender actually isn't terrible, but I feel like it's definitely like picking up a lot of the product instead of like just melting the product into my skin like a beauty blender would do. But I mean, it works. If you don't have a beauty blender or you don't have like a foundation brush that you like to use, you can definitely blend out the foundation with this. I'm gonna do the other side of my face with the beauty blender. But like, this works. It's not like unusable. I just think I will prefer the beauty blender. All right, so I'm gonna use the beauty blender on the other side and blend it out. Yeah, the beauty blender just picks up so much less product. Maybe if I dampened this, because I did not dampen this little side, it would help. But I definitely prefer the beauty blender to blend. Yeah, like if you can totally see the side with the beauty blender, I have a lot more coverage on. Like this side, you can definitely see my redness peeking through, where this side it is pretty covered. All right, so that is one layer. I would definitely call this more medium coverage with the one layer. I definitely like a more full coverage look, so I am gonna go in with a bit more and kind of use that on this side just to give me that more full coverage effect that I like. This shade does seem to be pretty good though, like a pretty good match for me. This foundation does have like a liquid counterpart. Like there also is a Superstay liquid, which I actually really like. I think that's a really nice foundation. So upon like first just putting this on, I feel like I like the liquid better than I like this one. I don't think this one is bad by any means, but I think the liquid is more of a favorite to me than this one. I think the liquid is a little bit more full coverage as well. Like while you could use less of it, and just also being a dry skin girl, I'm always gonna be more likely to go for a liquid foundation than a stick, because I just feel like it's always gonna be a little bit more hydrating almost, even if it is a matte finish, just because it's a liquid. But with that being said, this really doesn't feel drying on my skin either. I definitely think that it feels comfortable. All right, so that is it all blended out. Definitely once I put 2 layers on, it definitely gives you a nice full coverage finish, which I do like. It was easy to blend out and was very creamy upon application, although now that it's setting, you can definitely tell it is a matte finish. I think it looks nice on my skin, and I think the color went well, so I'm definitely interested to see how this lasts on my skin. So far, the only thing negative that I can say about it is just, you know, there really isn't a lot of product. Again, it is at a lower price point. There are tons of foundations at the drugstore that are now like over $15, where this is only at $9. So that could definitely have something to do with it as well, and maybe because they have this little applicator, I don't really know. But overall, I think with the Beauty Blender, it applies better than it does with this applicator, but I think it looks nice on my skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and wear this for the rest of the day. It's a little bit later in the day right now. It's 12:30, so I will try and wear this for as long as I can, so you guys can see what it's like after I have it on my skin for a full day. So I will check in with you guys sometime this afternoon, and then also later on tonight, so you guys can see it for a full day and how it wears on my skin. So I will see you guys soon. All right, you guys, I am back. It is 5:34 p.m. And so far, I am still really liking the foundation. I think it still looks really nice on my skin. And if you guys can see around my mouth, I thought that it was gonna settle into my mouth, like the little fine lines that I have there, like pretty badly, but it has not at all, which I'm very impressed with. Most stick foundations I've tried in the past kind of settle into fine lines a little bit worse than liquid foundations do. I don't really know why that is. That's just been my experience. So I kind of thought that was gonna be the case with this, but so far it looks fine. This lip gloss though is not working out for me today. I got like all kinds of crusties going, so disregard that. But the foundation still looks good. So since I didn't put this foundation on until a little bit later in the day, I will check in with you guys one more time later on tonight to let you guys know my final thoughts. But so far, so good. What's up, you guys? So it is 2:13 a.m. right now, all right? It is like the middle of the night, basically. I fell asleep on the couch and I was like, I need to film the outro. I need to do that last check-in for the foundation video. Oh my gosh. I was trying to wear this foundation for like as long as possible since I didn't put it on until a little bit later in the day. I really wanted to test how it was gonna wear on my skin, and I feel like it wore very, very well. Like I was literally laying on a pillow, and you guys can see that my skin looks completely fine. Like it doesn't look like I was laying down and I was sleeping. My hair maybe does, but not my face. So it really didn't wear off. It definitely kept its coverage. It definitely lasts on my skin, which is awesome. Honestly, the only negative thing that I have to say about this foundation is the amount of product that they give you. Like that's just a little crazy. I feel like I will go through this very, very quickly, especially because I did need to use 2 full layers to get that full coverage look that I was looking for. If you want a more medium coverage, then definitely 1 layer will do it for you. But if you want full coverage, you're gonna need 2. And I feel like I will go through this stick foundation very quickly. With that being said, if they were to give you more products, it definitely would have been at a higher price point. I like that they kept this foundation under the $10 range, since a lot of foundations, like I said, are going upwards of $15 at the drugstore. I like that they kept it lower. So if they were to put more products, it probably would have been at that higher price point. I wish we could have just like got rid of this little sponge, because I just find it to be useless, and kind of just gave us a little more product. But aside from that, I really like this. I do still think that I prefer the liquid version of this product a little bit more, just because my skin is dry. I tend to always pick a liquid over a stick because I feel like it is a little bit more hydrating because it is a liquid, but I do really like the way that this looked on my skin and will absolutely continue to use this product for sure. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts down below. Definitely let me know what you guys think about this foundation in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you guys did enjoy, and I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye.